Oh gosh, I don't even know how to start this review. But this is actually welcome to Greenlight Cinema. But this is actually not a review. It is a discussion about Fargo. Surprisingly, because I don't ever do that on this show. But this is a predictions video, and I wanted to just share a little bit about season 4 and maybe some predictions and that I've been feeling and having, and some thoughts and ideas that I might want to share out to Noah Haley and everything. I'm going to be mentioning him quite a little bit in this video, and bear with me. Now, as you can see here, I have a copy of Public Enemies from with Johnny Depp and Christian Bale, and it was a real explosive, thrilling, suspenseful, and just a great movie all around, you know. But I believe that Noah Haley is a fraud and copied a little bit. Watched this movie on his little vacation, like he said he took, and took a little bit of an idea. What idea? What am I talking about? Am I some tinfoil hat person talking? No, what I'm talking about actually is that there's a scene in the trailer for Public Enemy and the trailer for Fargo season 4 with the same bank and the same bank heist. Now, I've been doing a little research and a little bit of studying and some stuff, and I seen an article where, you know, it looked like nonsense. And I'm just saying, now, this is no knockoff to Noah Haley. I think he's great. But season 3 was a little confusing. And I've learned to accept it that it's its own thing. And I'm not going to do a review on that because I don't know where to begin on that story. But it's interesting and it's great. But the thing of it is, the brothers was confusing. There was like an article or something. There was something going around before it came out that the brothers were going to be twins. What was more confusing was seeing, or more distracting than anything, was Ewan McGregor playing two brothers. Now, I have a theory behind this, kinda, and I don't know why I did this to my own theory, but my theory is not nonsense. I believe this is pretty logical. We didn't get to know Ray. Who was Ray? He was in like, what, 4 episodes? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he was in like 4 episodes. I have a feeling that they did not want to pay another actor. So Ewan was like, sure, I'll do it or whatever, and they just gave him a little extra money. But, you know, we've seen Lester and his brother. We've seen the Gerhardts that I talk about constantly in my reviews. You should watch them. My point is, could we just got a different actor to play? See, I thought Ewan did a fine and excellent job of what he had. No joke, I loved it. And Ray was alright, but Emmett was the more interesting character. Maybe I can relate to that because I feel guilty, and I feel like his character felt guilty a lot. Do I do anything bad? No, but I'm a Christian, and I don't know, like, I feel like some things I don't know. I know that I sin every day, and I ask the Lord to forgive me. But moving on to my point. Those brothers was confusing. Why not just got a different actor? Was it too much money or something? I mean, I would have done it for free. But, you know, put me in old age makeup or whatever, it would have worked or something maybe. I don't know. But my point being is, and like we thought they were twins. Someone thought they were twins or something like that. I watched a YouTube review about season 3 where they're twin brothers. They're not. Actually, Emmett was 17 and Ray was 15 when their dad passed away because he told the deputy, Gloria Burgle, that's her name. He told Gloria Burgle about, you know, when they were younger or whatever, and the stamp and all that nonsense. It was an interesting story. My point is, though, I don't want season 4 to rely on too many themes and like stylistic scenes where it's like, hey, remember this from season 2? Because I heard Mike Milligan has a little bit to do with this. I, do we have to have like kind of another Molly thing, like, hey, this little character is gonna be a character that you've already seen before, and he does some things. Ooh, here's him as a child, and we got that with Molly. Like, I don't want that repetitive stuff. I want new material, but I want stuff that's not going to be off the wall, because there was an article where he said that he wanted Fargo, maybe, Fargo could be in the year 3000 something, and like they are on some type of ship or something like that. My point being is, like, if he and he thinks, he said they put a lot of money and budget into this season, and my point being, I guess, is just don't do a lot of rip-offs, especially of this movie Public Enemies, because it was trash and terrible already. But no, it was fine. uh but And that's my review for Public Enemies. I hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. No, my point being is, I just want it to be an original story. And it does look pretty original, except for the rip-off bank heist scene, which I'm calling you out, Noah Haley. You fraud! I can't believe you, you fraud! You're a
fraud, you know that? You freaking fraud. So, don't rip off stupid movies. Point being, and don't be a fraud. And if you think that you're not confident that this is going to be a good movie or a good season, don't even make it. And it does look
great. Yeah, and then I came back and I'm directing the first block, so in a perfect world, I would be writing scripts, but instead I'm prepping the show.
Fascinating. I'm looking forward to it, but also, please let
it be its own original thing, and don't let it be so like mysterious and to your own thing. Like, let it be good versus evil, like we've been having with Lester. Like in the first season, that was done, executed perfectly, and in season 2, executed perfectly. Season 3, we don't know who's good or bad or what. So my predictions video on this too is that Mike Milligan is going to be heavily involved, which I think we've seen like a little bit of trailers and promotionals, and we've seen him as a kid or whatever. And like this has to do, I've heard that possibly Hank Larson could be involved in this from season 2, and that would make a lot of sense, because I've heard a lot of people say, and I never thought about it, but maybe rewatching some stuff I can kind of see it, that Hank doesn't have that Minnesotan accent quite down, so maybe he is from another location. And I think this is taking place in like Kansas City, or I know they're filming in Pontiac, Illinois. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments or whatever on here. I just hope this video goes up, because of the YouTube robots and whatnot. But I don't really have too many predictions for this season, other than I think it's going to be pretty good.
Can't wait!
I hope we don't have too many, hey, remember this? Hey, remember this? And this scene, don't it remind you of this from this season or this movie? I just want to be its own original thing. I guess this really wasn't a prediction video. This was just more me saying that Noah Haley's a fraud video. I mean, this is more like a I can't stand product placement. No, my point is I hope, Noah Haley, that you forgive me. I like your work. If I ever get to work with you, I hope that you would let me be in a Fargo something or another. And speaking about my thoughts and feelings of season 4, and I hope that this video is likable and acceptable, and I'm sorry for everything I said about Noah Haley. I think that he's a wonderful, terrific writer and a director, and I really do look forward to seeing season 4. And that is my video and all my thoughts for season 4. Might in Virginia.